Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft2 Legacy of the Void and a game from Homestory Cup between Innovation and Serral here on Lost and Found, the latter edition. Top right-hand corner is the Red Zerg player. It is Serral, hailing from Finland and Ents Gaming. And in the bottom left-hand corner, it is the blue Terran player, Innovation. I know it says barcode, but it's definitely Innovation. If you could see his clan tag, it'd be OG Inno there. I'm not sure why it says that in the clan tag and not in his name. I assume because we probably played this on different servers than he's normally on. But you guys, Innovation is streaming again. I followed him, got gifted a sub to him by Samacron, and I've been watching quite a bit. He does not talk. He does not give you much by the way of facial expressions. Sometimes he streams without a face cam entirely, which I'm okay with because, again, he doesn't give you anything to look at most of the time. But he's amazing. He has played some incredible games. He played an amazing ZVT against True from Psystorm Gaming the other day. It was fantastic. So check it out. I'm trying to see if he'll send me replays I can cast from his stream. That'd be a lot of fun because Inno is on fire recently. He was kind of, I don't know, he's kind of middling for most of 2018, but the last couple of months he's really brought it on and turned himself, or just begun to be again the Terran player that everybody is afraid of, really. Look at this pull first out of Serral. Pull into hatch, no gas yet. He's just worried about some kind of a proxy, right? He's worried about proxies from Inno. Innovation is one of those players that does like to proxy a little bit. Not crazy amounts, but Terran in general is the proxy race right now. And there's your extractor from Serral. So, I don't know. Maybe this slows him down a little bit by way of being able to get up a lot of drones here at his natural base, but otherwise, it's fine. And Innovation is not doing anything different. It's a Reaper expand here. Reaper's name is going to be Brad. Brad was unknown until a Las Vegas Prime party where he was famous for chugging 7 times the amount of his weight in space beer. Bloated and gassy, he popped. Under the quick work of Dr. Gregorian, he was pieced back together, spending his days and nights mocked for his past debauchery on Las Vegas Prime. He lost his space job, his space wife, and eventually his space mistress, forcing him into a life of crime. Holy smokes, dude. Eventually, he was caught and drafted into the Reaper Corps, hoping a stray Zergling, probe, or adept, or even an SCV would take him out one day. The janitors on Las Vegas Prime would never forgive him for popping the way he popped. What the heck is Las Vegas Prime, you guys? Also, dude, I mean, he's not wrong, right? He needs to be defending because this pool first either to defend and check for proxies or to get lings across the map and shut down the construction of this base. And they were trying to do it, but then the Overlord said there's a Reaper defending. Might as well just go home. Back it up, boys. Our gamble failed. Let's go ahead and move into more macro style here. We wanted to slow down Inno a little bit. Can't do it because the Reaper decided to stay home. It's small choices like that, really, that really make a difference in these matches. Is did you decide to stay home or not? That's it. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy how that works. All right, so third base by Serral is going to be tossed down here eventually. I mean, we're at the 3-minute mark. If it doesn't come down by the 4-minute mark, I'm going to be upset, and there it is. 3:03. Ka-ching! Zerglings don't have speed. They're about 50% on their way there. And Hellion follow-up from Innovation. He's just doing this as standard, as Terranly possible. Starport here, too. Likely going to be for Medivacs, although we have seen some Banshee play from Terrans in TVZ recently, especially at the highest levels. So we'll see how that works out for us. Hellions buzzing on in. Queens. No, the Queens are like, hey, get out of here. There's only 2 of you and a Reaper. No, the Reaper's name is Brad. I heard about Brad. I know. I'm not afraid of Brad, is what they're saying. It is Cloak Banshee from Inno. All right, oh, check it out. You can see it here. OG Inno. See? It is him. It is him. Also, I mean, he's holding his own against Serral here in a macro game, so it really can't be too many Terrans on planet Earth that can do that, right? Am I right? I am right. Ooh, Creep Timber gets down just as the Hellions get in. Are you diving in? Don't dive in there. That's something I've noticed. A difference between pro players and lower level players is lower level players will dive in there, man. They will get in there. They'll kill as much as they can. They know they're sacrificing everything they have, but they want to kill as many drones as possible. Whereas at the higher levels, Terrans are a little bit more careful and generally won't do that, strangely enough. Overlord is trying to scout back in, trying to get onto that high ground. And the Marine can't kill him. So he's alive for about another 10 seconds here. He sees the Banshee, which is really all he needed to see. I mean, he'd like to see more stuff. He'd like to see the fact that there's a reactor on that factory. He'd like to see the fact that the tech lab is working on something, but being able to see that Banshee is definitely worth it. Actually, hold on. What did he see? Oh, no, he saw that. Okay, so he saw the tech lab. So he knows it's going to be bio, despite the number of Hellions and a Banshee here at the front here. It's going to be transition into that one for sure. Cloak is about to finish in about 5 seconds here. There are Queens ready to rock. Does he have... He's got Spores on the way. Does he have a lair, though? I don't think so. He might have skipped Yeah, he doesn't have lair. I'm not saying it's a skip lair, but it's definitely something to do with that. Banshee at the front trying to take down that Spore. Nope, not going to happen. Gets out of range before taking any shots at all, which is just great timing there from Innovation. And third base, if it's going to be landed, this Ling should know something about it about that time. But so far, Serral's done an amazing job defending, throwing up 2 evolution chambers as part of the wall here. He's lost absolutely nothing to this stage. Besides an Overlord, he lost an Overlord and maybe a couple Zerglings, but otherwise, he hasn't lost any drones. Am I right about this? Yeah, 0 killed so far. And are the Hellions diving in once again? No, not really. I mean, just doing damage where they can find it, but it's just proving pretty difficult. Serral is the king of this, you guys. He's the king of Zergs that are able to sit back, macro up, defend, and then start being aggressive at like the 10 or 15 minute mark. It's really, really weird how good this works and how effective this is for Zerg to be able to just stay alive and macro up. Double Banshee here. They do get a drone or 2 or possibly 3. I don't know how many queens are present here to defend against this. Not as many. I don't think. They are hoofing it back on in towards the main base, whereas the Banshees are swinging back in the other way. Whoa, wrong place, wrong time. And one of the Banshees does get picked off there. Nicely done. Great control by Serral to take advantage of a bit of an overextension there by Innovation. Meanwhile, we do have a Baneling Nest in production from Serral. Ooh, and +1/+1 for his Lings and his Banelings and his Ultras. Are we going to see Ling Bling Muta here out of Serral? I haven't seen this from him in a while. I really haven't. And I'm excited to see it. This is a style I really associate mostly, well, not mostly with Scarlet, but Scarlet's a big fan of it nevertheless. And always has been for a very long time, even when other styles were more popular with other players. But all right, third base landing here for Innovation. He is at 60 workers compared to the 70 for Serral, but he's doing just fine. Fourth base is still on the way from Serral. Sweep it up this way is a double Marine drop boosting in with those Boosteroonies. And is there anything to defend? Nope, there's nothing here, man. Here comes the unload. 2 full medevacs. Yeah, they almost got their upgrades too. One is just finishing. Combat shield is done. Oh, that poor Marine is left behind. The Baneling's coming to try to do something about that, but yeah, we're just going to get on out. And then juke back in. Oh, Innovation. We might as well get an Overlord, they say. We have 1/1. So the Overlord doesn't even die. A couple Zerglings die there, and once again, boosting out. Overlord, that's an Overseer. I was going to say the speed on that indicates probably Overseer. Drilling Claws on the way here from Innovation. He has always loved his Widow Mines. I bet he's happy they're back to a stage where he can permanently burrow them, especially against Zerg. It is just really good. Really, really great. Again, unloading on the edge of the creep, trying to do some stuff, but this is Serral. He has awareness. He's got units at all corners, at all edges of the creep here. If you come onto the creep, he knows, he will recognize that you're there, and he will stop you. At least so far, he's been able to do that. Overseer flying around. Actually, just could have straight lose that. Could have saved it just by flying over into this area, but Serral's attention was probably over this way to these Marines and Widow Mines coming up towards his third. And actually just taking the Widow... Oh, the Widow Mine doesn't even fire on anything. What the heck is that? Oh, killed it as it unburrowed because it didn't want to fire on a single Zergling. What an incredible play there from Serral. Pushing up with Marines. He wants to kill these creep tumors, but enough Zerglings are here that we're forced to get away. 3 Mutalisks in production to be added to the 9 that are present here. And this is where you start to use Widow Mines and start to get some Thors if you're Innovation. Just because Thors, with their splash damage against air targets, which has been nerfed a little bit, but still, you'll really need them against a Mutaling Bling player. You can't hope that they're going to fly over your Widow Mines and your Marines, especially somebody with the control of Serral. He's not going to do that. So the range on the Thor is really nice. The Mutas come anywhere near this general area, you're going to be fine. Oh, the Widow Mines, though. Wow. Some friendly fire there. And Baneling's going to kill some stuff. I mean, sure. A couple SCVs get target fired down there. 6 SCVs go down. Attack over this way. Mutas do get a supply depot. And just make sure the door is open just temporarily here. Put some fear into the Terran's heart. Oh, this is not good at all. But big old Ling Muta army comes in. He can't even pick up at this point because of the Mutas. And that is a destroyed Marine medic ball there from Innovation. Nicely done on behalf of Serral in that position. Resources lost, or units killed here. 62 to 27. Resources lost about the same. About the same here for each player. Another base on the way from Serral. That's going to be his 5th. And a 4th has landed here for Innovation too. That was coming up earlier, and it's actually done and ready to rock. So Innovation's macro has always been insane. He's effectively maxed out here, 183 at the 9-minute mark, which is just abjectly terrifying. Killing those tumors, killing more tumors. Yeah, man, that's a lot of tumors down. Nice target firing, actually. Mutas picking off a Hellbat. I think it's a Hellbat corpse down there. Hard to tell exactly what it is. Dropping Widow Mines here at the third base, and they do get some decent hits off. Another one there. 12 drones get killed. Mutas can't really engage with that many Marines, especially considering the fact that they do have the 2-2, and they're working on 3-3 right now. Mutas, oh, take a Widow Mine shot there. There's a missile turret and some Marines defending in that location too. Innovation is doing a fantastic, fantastic job just keeping these Mutas away. They haven't really done too much damage. They wiped out that one drop, but otherwise, I don't know that they're necessarily paid for themselves. Oh, the Widow Mines are still firing. What is happening right now? Are there more up here? Did he just forget about the one? I think he just forgot about the one, is what happened. Zerglings rolling in. Widow Mine down. Overseer present. Running for their little lives. They can't pick up because the Mutas will kill them, is the idea here. Where are these guys going? Lings and Banelings cruising across the map. We have Thors. Man, the Emojin Thor is pretty awesome looking. It's very compact as Lings and Banes try to splash on in here, but a lot of Marauders absorbing those shots. Thors, again, doing that splash damage versus those Mutas. High in the air. The range on it is good. The splash damage is good. The upgrades for the Thors are not as great. So they don't have any attack upgrades whatsoever, but is one on the way? No, definitely not. We don't need it, says Innovation. Muta's flying in. He needs something to distract Innovation, possibly. He's going to take out... Oh, that was going to be a sensor tower. It is delayed here. Taking out a lot of these SCVs, just sitting up in a position where he can kill them. Maybe some Marauder Deads would be nice too, but setting up towards this third base is Innovation, defending against these Mutas at the same time, attacking on in. Banelings crashing into the front. Again, Marauders absorbing most of that damage. Hellbat managing to stay alive somehow. Anyway, the Mutas do get chased away by some Marines that show up. 7 SCVs are killed, coming in again. Lings, Banes, and Mutas. The Thor absorbing a lot of those Baneling hits. They're just not hitting this bio at all. The Thor ends up falling as a result, but the bio is still alive. And the third base is still alive for Serral here too. 182 to 176 supply. Serral has the lead. He's looking okay. He's got a good number of bases. He hasn't lost a hatchery yet. Poor SCV dying. That had to have been... I guess maybe that was a repair SCV. Either way, Kindness plating on the way. 3 attack and adrenal glands being researched by Serral. 13 Banelings in production here too. Ling Banes on the left side. Serral with his multi-pronged harasses. Multi-pronged attacks are good, but Innovation just looks real scary with this push. He's got 3 Marines and Marauders. He's got Thors. He's got Medivacs. He's got Widow Mines in here. He's going to go for this again. And really, it's a very nice choke is what it is. The Banelings come in. Don't do much of anything. They try to explode on stuff here. And again, it's Marauders that are taking most of the shots in this position. But oh, the Lings and the Banelings, they do take down that 5th base, or the 4th base rather, of Innovation. Nicely done there. And can he hold at this 3rd base at the same time? Are there enough Marines? There's Lings in the... there are Lings present here too. Widow Mines do end up firing, chasing Innovation away from this position. Serral has suddenly taken the lead in this match where it felt fairly even for a few minutes there. Innovation does have a command center he can land to replace that 4th base after losing it. 5th base at the 6 o'clock position is trying to land that Zergling, trying to stop it, and then is unable to do so. I'm surprised Serral hasn't expanded, honestly. Where on earth, where's the expansion, dude? He hasn't expanded for like 3 or 4 minutes, it feels like, and that's kind of nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 of them. A 6th base, there we go. 6th base here. And maybe even down here too. I mean, that is where Innovation is generally kind of trying to attack from. Is that general area. Oh, the mute. Oh, yeah, the bio is here. They turned away for just a second. Killing SCVs, killing mules, slowing down that income. The Mutas have been extremely annoying and really been doing a great job here for the army, for Serral thus far. Taking down Attack Lab. I mean, sure. Why not? At least causing it to burn, right, at the very least. Soap does actually end up burning down there. Mutas, they feel like they can handle this. I don't know about this. What are their upgrades at? Anabolic Synthesis is almost done. The Ultralisk speed upgrade is just about complete here. And they have +1 flyer attack, and that's it on these Mutas. They're not actually all that super well upgraded. Ling's trying to fly down, actually getting caught out in the open there by Innovation's army. Innovation pushing up towards this newly created 6th base, and bam, forces a cancel on it. Zergling's coming out. That's a planetary fortress at the 6 o'clock position by Innovation, so no, Lings aren't going to break that thing for sure. Oh, but the wall is down. The wall is down at the 3rd. Are there enough Marines here to do this? I don't know, man. Cracklings right up on you like this. It is with no medevac support at all. I don't think it's going to happen. Coming on into are a bunch of Ultralisks showing up right now. The Thor count is fairly heavy. Transfuse is going down. That is now a heal over time. Meanwhile, Ling's rolling into the natural base by Innovation, but here's where the action is. Fungal's being tossed down on that Bile. Great positioning, however, by that Bile at a place where Ultras can't easily get to them. Lings and Banelings just pouring in right now. 27 SCVs have died. There's tons of red down here on the other side of the map. It's just Zerglings going to town on the economy of Innovation, and expanding to the bottom right hand side here is Serral 2. So Serral, this is his 5th base. This is his 6th base. Yeah. 6th base. Well, now the 6th base is at the bottom right-hand corner is what it is. The Mutas, I think, could probably take down that missile turret, but Marines are coming in to stop them from exactly doing that. Are there still... Oh, he burrowed Lings back here. If he can get this Ghost Academy, that'd be huge. The Ultras are nigh unstoppable without ghosts. For Innovation, look at this Thor. Whoop-ah! Splash damage. Whoop-ah! Oh, the Muta's taking that splash damage. But Magic boxed a little bit here, and the Thor... Actually, you know what? Marines show up to support, and the Mutas are all dead. Fair enough. Hey, guys, come on. Pop out. Kill that Academy. Kill the Ghost Academy. You have some units down there. Another attempted landing of a base by Innovation is being blocked. So Mules are good. It is, however, 85 to 61 workers in favor of the Zerg player. Oh, with the upgrade. Widowmines cleaning up most of these dudes. And the Ghost Academy is on fire, so I guess mission accomplished on some level here, but I gotta imagine SCV is gonna come in and repair this eventually, right? Maybe you, buddy? No, you're just mining? Alright, cool. Who needs a Ghost Academy when my enemy is going Ultralisks? Not Innovation, that's for sure. Just working happily next to this burning thing, forcing another liftoff at the other 6 o'clock position, the 5:30 position. Nice fungal on all of that bile there. Widowmine's firing, and the Overseer actually gets killed. As he's still not... We're going to keep that in the bottom left here. This is what we're going to do. Zerglings, I think there were burrowed Lings down there, but no. Actually, onto your tricks is Innovation so far. Another base, there we go. The 11:30 position next to the 12 o'clock position here for Serral is getting taken. Pushing up with Marines, with Marauders, with Widowmines. I think this is going to die, you guys. I don't think Innovation cares enough about it to keep it alive. He's not really actually going for ghosts. It's mostly just Marauders, Widowmines, Thors. He's doing a pretty great job. He's going to take down this 3rd base for the first time ever. There goes the Ghost Academy. It does end up falling 3 degrees of surround here. 360 degrees of surround, forcing a pickup. The Thor can't be picked up. He's left behind. Ultra's crushing that entirely. And the 3rd base, actually, this is the 3rd. The 3rd base has 60 hit points, but is not dead yet. It has been threatened so many times by Innovation, but Serral has managed to hold it every single time thus far. Additional, we have Infestors in production for Serral, making Liberators. So Liberators are going to be the answer here versus the Muta. It's not that the attack ignores armor, which is why you want Ghosts versus Ultras. That said, the 6th base is done. He is not in a position to stop this at all, and kablooey. Down goes the hatchery. Widowmines ready to fire again. Well, not actually ready yet, but eventually, yes, maybe. Are they going to get the 3rd base? Finally! The 3rd base ends up going down. Ling's rolling into this 4th base. That was a planetary fortress, but it was killed once. I think that's the idea there. More and more Ultralisks getting killed. 39,000 resources lost for Serral. 28,000 lost for Innovation. He's got his 6th base at the 11:30 position back here. Ling's just absolutely wrecking these SCVs. And then the army shows up to save them. Very nicely done in that situation. It's 78 to 69 workers. Innovation is continuing to pump SCVs as necessary. And as it's not necessary, he'll stop doing that. These Widowmines, I'm surprised they've been left alive at this stage. Widowmines burrowing up at the front. We've got Liberators setting up. We got Banelings crashing it again. Good hits. Decent hits here. Widowmine not dead somehow, despite taking Baneling shots. Or maybe just Baneling splash is what that is. Another Ultra dies. Is there any kind of a counterattack? That's something Serral's consistently been doing, is counterattacking as Innovation is at his front door and then dealing with the attack as well. Rolling on through the defender mode circles, trying to get out of there. Transfuses on the Ultras are trying to keep them alive as best as they can, and everything on the ground is absolutely getting wiped out here by the Ultralisk. The third base is a ghost town. 11 SCVs have been killed. Continuing to just defend is Serral and get these little harassments in. He's doing pretty well with that. It is 159 to 164 supply, though, overall. And Serral has more workers than Innovation, so army supply is 107 to 84 in favor of Innovation. He has a big, scary army. A lot of that, I think, is medevacs, though. Yeah, 12 medevacs, 8 Marauders, and 16 Marines is what it is. And a bunch of Widow Mines. I think 9 or so of those. But Innovation knows I can't just let Serral hang out here. I have absolutely got to do something. Here come the Defender Mode circles. The Banelings are getting target fire down. That's a lot of Defender Mode circle here. That is a lot of good stuff for Innovation. Setting up. Marauders are inside the circles. Anybody that comes in just gets absolutely eviscerated and removed. Corruptors are trying to take down the Liberators as best they can. Lings, Ultras, Banelings rolling on through. Is it going to be enough again to win this ground army? The Corruptors look like it's enough to actually clear out these Liberators. Marines are chased away. And once again, Serral is able to hang on to his 1130 base. Holy cannoli, this game. This game is getting an epic tag, you guys. The number of times Innovation has dove in there and set up just such perfect pressure. And yet, Serral has been able to hold is just blowing my mind right now. It's just amazing. The Corruptors are exactly what he needs here. He's trying to get rid of these Liberators, especially. Ultras chasing around, is chasing off creep. The anabolic synthesis does help here. You notice they've been chasing a little bit better. Oh, the Liberators are setting up. The Ultras are getting burned alive there. Oh, man, a couple more of them do go down, but the Liberators are picked off there too. And the Corruptors providing an invaluable resource for Serral right now. Resources lost, 49,000 to 40,000. Innovation has 1, 2, 3, 4 mining bases, whereas Serral has 1, 2.5 mining bases. Widowmine going to come up here and do something about this worker count too. Down here at this third base, which has been replanted, but ow, 4 drones go down there. Ooh, we're trying to take a 7th base in the top left is Serral, but there is a command center coming on in. He has some ideas for what he would like to happen up here, and it is not a Zerg base, that's for sure. 129 to 87 army supply. And the army scales better for Innovation is what it does here. This army, Marines and Marauders, very little supply, but they are extremely good. Extremely good in pretty much all situations, especially against Zerg here. Liberators setting up. Corruptors trying to get rid of the Liberators. Taking some Widowmine shots. The Marines are actually burning them out of the sky here too fairly well. Baneling's not connecting on that bio as they need to, and that is your good game. Innovation is your winner, and he takes down Serral here in 22 minutes and about 9 seconds. What happened here? SCV's getting killed. I think those are sacrificial maybe, or they're coming up to repair. I gotta see the Banelings once again. Not really. The Marauders absorbing those shots. The Ultras just starting to fall. And yeah, I guess let's see. Army value 4,400 to 875. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Units tab here. There were 3 Ultras, an Infestor, a Corruptor left with 13 Zerglings for Serral, 31 Marines, 13 Marauders, 2 Liberators, and 10 Widowmines. It wasn't a huge army. A huge army for Innovation, but it was enough. It was enough of an army there. The bank by Serral was just nothing. He had 100 gas in his bank. Couldn't quite expand at the top left. Never really expanded to the bottom right. And as a result, Innovation takes the win here. Nicely done. Nicely done by one of the 4 horsemen. And really, what else do you expect? I mean, that was a fist fight, is what that was. How many SCVs killed? 87 workers killed by Serral, 86 and 37 killed by Innovation. Somehow Innovation had 63 workers at the end of the game. I mean, he was just getting ravaged on his economy time and time again. But as I've always said, until you kill a Terran's economy all the way dead, it's not actually dead. Amazing, amazing stuff by him. So great job by Innovation, just threatening, pushing, not letting Serral get up as many bases as he wanted. Got the Liberators out to deal with the Ultralisks, and they worked exceptionally well. The control in these little attacks, just gorgeous. Innovation, man, a force to be reckoned with. All right, that is going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.